Testing.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to another exciting edition of High School Sports here on your High School Sports Leader Oregon Sports Beat. Tonight, from the gym at Central Catholic High School, the Central Catholic Rams begin defense of their state basketball championship in round one of the 2025 playoffs. The Rams' opponent tonight from the Three Rivers League, the Tigard Tigers. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Working with me, my broadcast partner, Michael Abraham. Three great teams from the Mount Hood Conference made the state playoffs. Two of them are in the bracket that the Rams are in. Nelson and Central Catholic are in that side. Gresham is also in there too. Here's an interesting stat. At 2-8 in the league, Tigard finished last in the Three Rivers League, 9-13 overall. Every single team in the Three Rivers League made the playoffs.
Wow. And Tigard has got their hands full tonight. I don't know if the Three Rivers League prepared them for what Central Catholic is bringing. They were a little lethargic in their senior night game against Reynolds to close out their regular season, but we would expect tonight to be played exactly like a playoff game, no holds barred.
The three top teams in the Mount Hood Conference, they all tied for the lead. Barlow, Central Catholic, and Nelson all finished 13-2 in league. And what's interesting is they all went 1-1 against each other.
Yeah. And those are good teams.
And so Mount Hood Conference has three of the top six teams in the state.
And you and I got to watch all of them.
And we got to see all of them. Home game tonight for the Rams. The winner of this game gets the winner of the Mountainside Grant game. That game will be on Saturday. In the Three Rivers League, Tigard went 2-8, 11-13 overall, so they were 9-5 outside of league. Some interesting things about Tigard. They won 8 of 9 games in between December the 10th and January the 7th. They got hot then. They won 5 in a row from December 21st to January 7th, but they lost. Right after they'd won that streak and did all that, They lost 6 in a row between January 9th and January 28th. They only won 3 of their last 7.
Yeah, they're going to need that winning streak team to show up tonight.
They played 3 Mount Hood Conference teams in their off league. They played Clackamas, Sandy, and Nelson. They lost to Clackamas and Nelson. Just about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. Tigard head coach Stu Bailey. Their colors are green, black, and white. They're ranked number 30. Cardinals, of course. Cardinal and gold, the colors for the Rams. Head coach David Blue, 12-2 in league, 17-7 overall.
Designed to ensure and encourage an atmosphere of safety, tolerance, acceptance, and respect.
Central Catholic's length, just looking at the pregame warm-ups, David, you can see the difference in size.
And Tigard is not going to start anybody over 6'3".
Wow. National origin, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation.
I think that's going to be the key to Central's success in the tournament is their tremendous length and their defensive intensity. They really, when they decide they want to defend, they really stoke it up.
All right, our national anthem, and then we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. All right, let's get this one underway. Central Catholic Rams, Tigard Tigers. We'll get to the starting lineup here now for the Tigard Tigers under head coach Stu Bailey, his first year at Tigard. Number 2, the senior 6'2", Hudson Boyd. Number 3, the 6-foot senior Colt Ness, who'll be their best player. Number 4, the senior 6'2", Ivan Morales. Number 10, the 5'11", senior Owen Wright. And number 24, the 6'3", senior Corbin. Let's see, I got to make sure Coach told me this. Chi Hay.
Very nice, David.
Chi Hay. Coach said Chi Hay.
Well, I can already tell you that they're going to have a severe mismatch at every position. Central's guards are both taller than their tallest player.
Right. Remember, 4 of these players, 6'2", 6 foot 5'11". Their tall player is Chiche, and he is 6'3". Rams head coach David Blue, 12-2 in the Mount Hood Conference, 17-7 overall. Interesting about the Rams started the season, first 5 games they were 4-5. Last 15 games they were 13-2. The only losses, one to Barlow, one to Nelson.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Coach Blue has done a great job building this program, but this is probably his best coaching year, start to finish. He's had some really, really well-coached games down the stretch. Good strategic movements, good in-game adjustments.
You know, losing Zamir, losing Bam early on was a setback. Here we go with the starters. Number 22, the junior, Jalen Nicholson. He's going to tower over everybody.
And he's not just a standing 6'6". He actually is a jumper. He's a leaper.
Number 14, the junior, Donovan Miller. The sophomore, number 2, Deuce Pichelle. The junior, number 1, he'll run the point, Robbie Long. And 6'5" senior, number 0, Isaac Carr.
Yeah, Isaac really came to play on senior night. I'd love to see him get off to a fast start tonight, too.
I did the game Friday night, Westview and Sunset. Westview was the winner of the Metro League, and I can tell you, watching them, I don't think they could beat any one of the top 3 teams in the Mount Hood Conference.
The game that we did with Reynolds here was not competitive after about the first 3 minutes.
Here we go. Deuce will jump it up at center, and he'll jump it up against Ivan Morales. Morales 6'2". Up in the air, controlled by the Rams. Nicholson. Carr leaves it for Robbie Long.
1-2-2 zone for Tigard. This is exactly what I would have done. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I would have never tried to man Central Catholic up right out of the gate. Try and force them to beat you from the outside, which they're fully capable of doing, but...
Right, they don't want to force Isaac Carr to shoot over him.
Right, but I mean, if you give them the drive too, there's just no way to stop them if you try and match them up man to man.
Nicholson did a jab step in the corner and kind of slid his foot, called for traveling.
And if the Rams have a weakness, is they're not tremendous against zones. I don't know, the Tigard zone are going to give them a hard. Rams out in the 2-3 half-court trap right out of the gate.
Rams didn't show that, and then they moved up into it.
Right, trying to catch him by surprise. I'm sure Coach Blue, like I said, he's going to try some things he's going to need later in the tournament tonight.
Let's see if the Rams control the board with that height advantage. Out on top, Tigers. Shot outside, banked it in.
You always have to worry about a night like that.
Colt Ness banked that in, 3-0 Tigers. Carr from way outside, short iron, rounded up by Pichelle. Robbie Long in the corner. Miller, Donovan Miller comes right back.
I love his stroke. Just shoots with no fear and no wasted motion. Catches and gets it up quickly. Rams stay in the trap.
3-3 our score. From the side, bounces around, rebound. Deuce out jumped everybody. Inside, Robbie Long, Nicholson, back to Long in the corner for three. No, goes across. Long rebound. Deuce gets it off on the side. Nicholson, that's not going to go. Tipped up and in. Carr with the tip in. Carr just went over the top of everybody.
The only one close was Robbie Long, was the only one close to him.
Wow, right off the bat, you can see the height advantage.
Yeah, Central does a great job of keeping teams on the perimeter.
Knocked away, stolen. Miller ahead to Deuce. Works his way inside, tied up. Jump ball, possession's going to go to the Tigers.
I thought he was going to pull that out. That would have been the right play there, but it's hard not to be aggressive in the first quarter.
Rams lead 5-3, 5:35 left to go in the first.
1-2-2 full court trap now. We've seen Coach Blue in 3 defenses already.
And what does that do? Forces the Tigers to travel. Trying to make that pass while you're still dribbling and stop.
Right. It's just the uncertainty. You just don't know what's coming, and they've probably been drilled all week about don't pick the ball up against pressure and word ball fake before you pass, and it gets you thinking quickly.
In the corner, Carr, back to Deuce, out on top. To the corner. Tigers get up and tip that one away, tip it out of bounds. That was Owen Wright, the senior.
As Central advances, the fewer times they can dribble once on the perimeter and then try and pass, the better off their half-court attack is going to be against zones.
Long into Nicholson. Carr gets a screen. Pull-up jumper, no. Save, no. Tigard comes up with it on the baseline, quickly ahead. Back out on top, Tigers.
There's really nothing there for the Tigers yet.
Inside, puts it up and in. Morales with the bucket, 5-5. Rams.
I'm sure Tigard will be happy taking their time. They don't need to rush any shots. Shorten the game.
Isaac Carr banks it in. 4 in the game for Isaac. 7-5 Rams. 4:15 left to go here in the first quarter.
Central switches everything 1-5. There's no advantage game with the pick and roll.
Baseline, back out on top. They're not going to get inside on the Rams.
It's just going to be a switch on every crossing player.
Stolen away by Deuce, works his way inside, hops. Deuce Purcell with the bucket, 9-5.
Boy, he's fun to watch.
His hands are so fast. Knocked away, stolen by Nicholson. Blocked the shooter as he went up. Miller, yes, another three.
That catch and shoot, David, is a thing of beauty.
Miller with 6 in the game. The lead is 7, 12-5.
Gets his feet set quickly, gets his left foot down, pivots, squares up into a shot. Very Stephen Curry-like. I just watched him light the Knicks up the other day, so it's fresh in my mind.
12-5, Rams lead.
I used to tell my teams at this time of the year that when we had a team that on the ropes a little bit, we want to bury them early. Let's get as much rest as we can and get as many people playing time as we can, because the tournament gets tiring towards those last couple of games. Legs start to go a little bit.
When you're playing every day.
Right.
Ryder Zanin checks in. Also Carter Lockhart checks in.
Looks like the Rams still in the trap, David, here. No.
Carr, Zanin, Long, Deuce, and Lockhart. Pull-up jumper. Oh,
that was nice.
Great angle shot. Great bucket. Ness with the bucket.
Wow. I wasn't expecting him to shoot that.
Lockhart to Isaac Carr.
Oh, boy, you're playing him too tight, young man.
Deuce. 20 seconds shot clock. Isaac steps,
Nice
dishes off. Back to Isaac. They let him free. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say he was not going to miss too many of those stationary three-pointers.
7 in the game for Carr. 15-7 our score. Rams lead underneath. Up and in.
Coach Blue not happy with the defensive rotation there.
Robbie Long, the jumper from the free throw line.
There's just no real weak area. There's nobody that you want to see shooting the ball with your Tigers, and you're trying to defend the Rams.
Pull-up jumper by Ness. No, doesn't go. Tipped around. Grab. Lockhart. Lockhart to Carr. Here come the Rams. Down the lane. Dishes underneath. Up. Doesn't go. Tipped around. Deuce is going to go to the foul line. The foul is on Seth Johnson, his first team foul. We played 6 minutes. That's the first team foul
quick.
in the game.
Very quick pace.
17-9. Deuce at the line. First shot. Rolls around. Doesn't go. Carr has 7. Miller has 6. Miller has 6 on 2 3-pointers. Well, you're right, though. He sets up on those 3-pointers. It's beautiful to watch.
Once he gets his feet set, and you think the scouting report would tell people force him to drive, as dangerous as that is for your defense, you definitely don't want him stationary shooting.
Deuce hits 1 of 2. The lead is 9, 18-9. Ryder Zan taking up all that room in the middle.
And there's literally just no mismatch that favors Tigard on the perimeter.
Nope. Inside, up, doesn't go. Putback doesn't go. Tip doesn't go. Foul. It's going to be on Zanin. Going to send Seth Johnson to the line.
His first, team first. Seth Johnson shooting 2.
Carter Lockhart had a real nice game the last game out, too. He's really started to mature. You can't barely call a freshman at this time of the year.
You know, Rams won the state championship last year with veterans.
Right.
Marley Zeller, Miles Berry.
Right.
Players that really came in, the seniors. Now, they're going to have to rely on some younger players to really help, and they're getting that help. Lockhart, Miller, Zanin. Pull-up jumper, Lockhart, no. And the Rams could get both Ryder Zan and Jalen Nicholson back next year. Rebound, Deuce. Ahead to Robbie Long.
There's a good mismatch.
Oh, going to be an offensive foul on Ryder Zanin.
They gave him 1 bump. They didn't give him 2.
He said, well, I got a good bump the first time. Let me give a bigger one this time.
I'd like to see him drop step after the first bump and get him on his hip.
Johnny Miller back in for the Rams.
Miller checks back in for the Rams. 18-9, 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Oh, boy.
Stolen away. Robbie Long with the ball. Need to tell those Tiger guys, that's a football player you're guarding. Down the lane, pulls up. Carr missed the pull-up jumper.
Last 2 shots, Central had to work a little bit harder than they need to get shots against this team. A little more ball movement that will get whatever shot they want.
15 seconds. Shot clock is off. Way out for 3. No, air ball.
Yeah.
6 seconds. Rams will have time to get a shot off.
He wanted to get that one out of his hand before a defender got on him.
Robbie Long quickly looks up at the clock. 4 seconds. Dishes off in the corner. Miller bounces around, doesn't go. There's the horn. Our score at the end of 1. Central Catholic 18. Tigard 9. 7 in the game for Carr, 6 for Miller, 3 for Deuce Pichel, and 2 for Robbie Long.
Very even scoring, and I think that's going to be Central's hallmark the rest of the year. But when they play the better teams, Isaac Carr is going to have to carry him in the scoring column. As he goes, so goes the Rams against the strongest teams.
Other games in the C bracket tonight, of course, there's Tigard at Central Catholic. Mountainside and Grant are playing. That's who will get the winner of this game. Then Gresham and Jesuit are matched up in the bottom half of the C bracket, and Lake Oswego is playing Nelson.
I'm telling you, Nelson.
Think of that.
Nelson.
The Rams may have to play Gresham and Nelson in the C bracket to get to the Child Center.
And Nelson is not afraid of the Rams. They've beaten them twice in the last couple of years, so they are not afraid, and they've got a great guard on their team.
You know, they have a great young coach.
Yeah.
I had a chance to talk to him when I did the Sandy Nelson game. I talked to him for a little bit. He is very impressive.
Well, and his team is impressive, and he does a great job of highlighting that feature player without making him, a quantity shooter. He's got him under control. He's only a sophomore.
When I did their game,
Braylon Grimes.
Yeah, when I did their game, they were ranked 10th, and he said, I'm going to get us in the top 8. And he did. Down the lane, shot up by Deuce Pichelle. Ball goes out of bounds. It is a foul. It's a foul on Nelson, and it's on Owen Wright, his first.
If I'm Tigard, I'm happy to be within 9 after a quarter.
Deuce at the line. Shooting 2. He went 1 of 2 last time at the line. Hits that one.
I'm looking to see how many different color shoes we have out on the court, David.
Well, I like Isaac Carr's the best.
They definitely make a statement.
Hits 1 or 2 that time. Rebound Nicholson. Deuce, yes, for 3. 1 or 2 free throws, comes back and hits a 3. He's got 7 in the game. Tied with Isaac Carr.
Oh, boy.
Underneath. Stolen away by Carr. Great anticipation. Deuce out to Carr.
Oh, you don't want to crowd him too much. He's going to go right by.
Knocked away and a whistle and a foul. Reached in on Carr. Wright picks up his second foul in the last 30 seconds.
I'm not sure. He might have got it clean there, David. You don't see that happen very often. It kind of stunned me.
I didn't say anything, but almost clean.
Stepped out
Wright
of
then
bounds.
steals the ball from Carr. 22-9. Rams lead by 13.
Tigard is not intimidated. They're running their offense.
Down the lane, stops, hops backwards. Carr with the rebound.
The shots that are open against the normal team are not open against Central.
Down inside, lays it up, doesn't go. Rebound and put back by Nicholson. The putback that time by Nicholson, up and in. 24-9. Dishes off underneath.
Caught Isaac flat-footed, got his back, turned his man back, cut him for an easy layup there.
Right with the bucket.
That'll go up.
Nicholson on the baseline. Looks for somebody to kick it out to. Gets it to Carr. Carr the jumper. Oh, in and out.
Get a hand up.
Tigard. Their color is green, black, and white. They're in black with green numerals moving from our left to our right.
Number 14, Donovan Miller.
Rams in the cardinal and gold, white home uniforms.
Tigard's hanging around.
Corbin Cheehy back in for Tigard.
Cheehy checks back in for Tigard. Cheehy, their second leading scorer, has not scored.
Nice job of chasing through on the baseline on that baseline screen. Oh, boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
A much smaller player trying to get the ball over Donovan Miller, no chance.
It's just the looks that you would like to get if you're designing an offense, but they're just not open looks against Central Catholic. They're just too big.
Nicholson. Deuce, yes. Deuce now with 10, 27-11. Underneath, goes out of bounds off of the Tigers, goes off of Hudson Boyd.
Yeah, you know how I feel about those eye-level entry passes, David. Just as good as it may look, we didn't even have to, Rams barely even put a hand up and still got a deflection on that thing.
Carr in the corner, Miller.
The ball's getting stuck in one side of the floor more than I'd like to see for the Rams.
Deuce Pichelle out on top. Robbie Long in the corner. Underneath Carr, turnaround jump shot, yes.
He's showing the whole repertoire tonight.
29-11, Carr with 9.
The Tigers gotten open on a couple of those back cuts, just nothing to
Long on the steal, goes down inside, tipped back up and in by Deuce.
I would have expected a timeout right here maybe, but no.
Deuce with 12 in the game already.
Boy, he just had a quick flurry.
Down inside, dishes off in the corner. Tigers going to back out on top. Long three, no. Tipped around inside. Miller comes down with it. 31-11. Inside, lays it up, doesn't go. Nicholson still with it in the corner. Robbie Long. Miller for three, short. Rebound inside, Nicholson still loose on the floor. And that's going to be, I believe they called a foul on that.
Yeah, that's good sportsmanship. Good hustle by both players. It's got to be frustrating for the Tigers. They get easy looks on offense near the bucket, can't finish, can't get an offensive rebound.
Foul was on Morales, his first. 31-11, Rams lead by 20, 3:48 left to go in the first half. Pichelle, the shot, no.
Good.
Landon Kelsey in for the Rams.
Keep a hand up on three here.
Give and go underneath, got trapped on the baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Isaac's got to flatten out so he doesn't give up that baseline side, keep his chest pointed more towards his own man.
Carr will inbound.
Great weak side rotation by the Rams, though. Even if that pass had been completed, they already had a defender waiting. That's what I mean about Coach Blue's coaching. It's just the Rams have gotten better as the season's gone on, and they've had to play some good teams.
Out. Carter Lockhart. In the corner to Deuce. Deuce is fouled. Kingston Hunter will pick up the foul.
Also number 11, Kingston Hunter, his first team fourth.
Long will inbound the ball.
See if they just lob it to Deuce right there. Yeah, good say. He's got a 5'6"
on the
guy
baseline, stops, puts up a shot, gets his own rebound, puts up another shot, fouled. The Rams inbounded the ball to Deuce. He just took a couple of steps of the basket and put a shot up.
Yeah, I mean, not only is he tall, but he's muscular. He's not a skinny kid.
You look down at the Rams players, and you would think, you know, all those kids must play football, too. They're big.
And I think they've only got one football player?
Robbie Long.
Robbie Long.
No, Landon Kelsey.
And Landon Kelsey, you're right. Lots that could play football.
Yes, exactly. Tigers wants to take a timeout. 3:02 left in the first half. Rams lead by 21, 32-11.
Well, Tigers stayed with him. It was 7-7 at one point, I believe.
They've scored 2 points here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's they've just, once the Rams settle in defensively, it's really tough to get them out of their defensive rotation. And even when you beat them, they do such a great job of attacking the ball and helping, and honestly, the officials have done a great job, I think, this year of allowing high school basketball players just to play a little more freely. They let a little contact go. They let people block shots. They allow the Euro step, things that would have been instant fouls. This crew's done a great job. They understand it's a playoff game.
32-21. Deuce Pichel has 13. Isaac Carr has 9. Donovan Miller has 6 on 2 3-pointers. The Rams have a total of 5 3-pointers already. Miller with 2, Deuce with 2, Carr with 1. Deuce at the line. That shot goes in.
Deuce with the player. In for the Rams, number 10.
14 in the game for Deuce. The lead now 22.
Replacing Deuce Pichel.
Rams back in that three-quarter court 1-2-2. Boy,
Carr still in. Long.
Yeah, their defense is going to get distorted if they're going to pick up that high out. They're going to leave too many open lanes in the middle.
Kelsey in, Lockhart, Letty Barron in.
Right.
With Carr and Robbie Long.
Central taking their time as they should.
Carr
That's a good person
hops
to go
inside, puts up a shot.
But he's Isaac Carr. He deserves a call or two every now and then.
Right. Got it. Carr now with 12 in the game.
Fouls on the Rams.
Foul on Tigers. It'll be Rams 36-11 our score.
Oh, good.
Robbie with 3 in the game. 37-11.
Now they're going to catch one of these skip passes if they keep throwing.
The scoring in the second quarter so far.
Left Tiger.
Lane, left-hander puts it up, blocked. Lane, left-hander puts it up, blocked. .50 seconds.
Boy, those kids.
From the side, short. Rebound, Deuce.
Move the ball along. Good. Move it along.
Carr for 3. Yes.
He's pure tonight.
15 for Carr. Wake Forest needs him, don't they?
You look at the Tigard fans over there. It looks like they're at a funeral.
It looks like they're at the library.
Yeah. I mean, they have to be enjoying the show the Rams are putting on. If you haven't had a chance to see them.
Long from the side for 3. Robbie hits a 3. Oh my goodness, 46-11. Pull up shot. No, it doesn't go. There's the horn. Our score here at halftime. Central Tigard 11. Central Catholic outscored Tigard in the second quarter 28-2.
Wow. And I had just said they would be happy to be in a game 18-9. I thought the coach would have been happy to take that. Not if he had to take the 28-2 in the second quarter, though.
Here's the individual scoring. We'll start for Tigard. Ollie Jones with 2. Colton Ness with 5. He's the leading scorer for Tigard. And Ivan Morales with 2. Owen Wright with 2. Here's the scoring for the Central Catholic Rams. 15 for Isaac Carr. 6 for Robbie Long. 15 for Deuce Pichel. 6 for Donovan Miller. And 5 for Nicholson. So again, 15 for Carr, 15 for Deuce, 6 each for Long and Donovan Miller, and 5 for Jalen Nicholson. Every single Ram who has scored has hit a 3.
It's amazing. they're just playing very freely, and it's respect each other. The ball gets moved along, they share it, and it allows players to play with great confidence.
All right, we are at halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with a couple of minutes to go before the start of the second half. Talk about the first half, the incredible play of the Rams in the second quarter, and detail for you what might happen in the second half. Plus, we'll take a look at the playoff pairings and where we stand. So we'll take a break. We'll be back. Our score here at halftime, Central Catholic 46, Tigard 11. Welcome back. Halftime here at Central Catholic High School. Round 1 of the OSAA 6A Boys Basketball Championship. We're here with the defending state champion Central Catholic Rams, who have put on quite a show as they lead at halftime 46-11. Outscored Tigard in the second quarter 28-2. The winner of this game gets the winner of the Mountainside Grant game. That game will be on Sunday. Final standings in the Mount Hood Conference. Barlow, Central Catholic, and Gresham all finished 12-2. Clackamas 7-7, Gresham 6-8, David Douglas 4-10, Sandy 3-11, Reynolds 0-14. Final standings in the Three Rivers League. Tualatin and West Lynn each 8-2, Oregon City 7-3, Lake Ridge 3-7, Tigard 2-8, Lake Oswego 2-8. Those last 3 teams all made the state playoffs. Top 10 teams in the state in the rankings going into the tournament. Barlow 1, Tualatin 2, Central Catholic 3, Westland 4, Southridge 5, Nelson 6. That's 3 Mount Hood Conference teams in the top 6. Westview 7, Sprague 8, Oregon City 9, and Roosevelt 10.
Wow. Remember that game last year, Roosevelt and Central Catholic? What a ball game that one was.
They have developed a really good program there, and they've played well. Updated. My scoring is unofficial, so here's the official scoring. The top 2 scorers for the Rams in the first half, Carr with 14 and Pichel with 14.
I think they must have given somebody a 2 we had him for a 3, David.
Right.
You can be forgiven. Both of our eyesight we're a little challenged up here in the crow's nest.
Right. I'm unofficial, but don't question me. I take it back. I was just being funny.
No, that's funny. I tried never to.
You know, I used to say to people,
Yeah.
I don't think I've been right every time in my life. Once I was wrong, and the time I was wrong was the time when I thought I was wrong and I was actually right.
Yeah, there you go. And even if you think I'm wrong, don't question me.
Yeah. All right, the Rams going to send out their Miller, Carr, Vaughn, Nicholson, and Deuce.
Yeah, it's playoff time. Coach Blue's bringing the starters back out. We'll see how long he stays with them. Now, as a player, I'd still play as hard as I could in minutes like this.
Turnaround jumper.
Oh, right, night out of the gate. That's a scoring streak.
And that's Cheehee.
That his first bucket, David?
That is, and it's a 3-pointer. Turnaround jump shot, 3-pointer.
The comeback has begun until right now.
Carr misses.
Nice tip out.
Carr in the corner. Miller, air ball.
Well, the Rams had the shortest halftime talk in the history of halftime speeches. They were back out here in about a minute and a half after they left.
Doesn't take long to say, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. Another long shot, short. Rebound tipped inside. Lowe's picked up by Nicholson. Deuce ahead to Carr. Deuce bounces the ball off his hip, gets it back. Carr for 3. No. Rolls across the iron.
Yeah, Isaac, great adjustment. He didn't get beat on that backdoor cut this time.
Traveled. Tigers travel.
Happy to see that adjustment defensively.
You know, you get ahead by 35 going into the second half. Sometimes you get a little
complacent. Right?
Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, Tiger does a good job off the bounce, keeping people in front. Rams would be better off moving it off the pass.
Pull-up jumper from the free throw line by Long. In and out. Down the lane, scoops it up, doesn't go, tipped inside. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Central ball. 6:16 left to go in the third.
It's like the Tigers get about 90% of a good play and just can't get that last 10%, the finishing part.
Deuce will walk it up. Across the timeline over to Robbie. Carr, way out on top. Down, inside, puts it up and in. 16 in the game for Carr. 48-14. Down low, Carr on the defense, throws it on the outside. Lays it up and in.
That's a nice move.
Chihei with the bucket. Miller. Long. Starts inside, knocked away.
Didn't see that. The seam wasn't there.
In the corner. Loses the ball out of bounds. Rams will inbound it. Deuce will throw it in. 48-16.
Portland. We're going to see Portland. I want to see what Portland is. This is a called set. This trip down.
Carr to Deuce.
Little double stagger and an entry to the low post.
Carr or Robbie Long for three. Doesn't go tipped around inside. Tigard on the run. Oh, drilled a three-pointer from the top of the key. Ness with 8 in the game.
Yeah, Ness is a nice player. He's got good control of the ball. He's a good defender. Good-looking shot. Just a little undersized for the Rams.
Like I said, we don't want to get complacent here. Turnaround jumper. That doesn't go. Rebound. Tigers controlling the board here.
Quality of shots aren't the same as they took in the second quarter.
Inside, knocked away by Deuce. Deuce with the ball, still has it. Gonna work inside, drifts free, puts it up and in. Deuce with 16 now. 50-19. Underneath, reverse cut, back out for three from the side. No, in and out, put back, yes.
Yeah, Coach Blue, I
Hudson
like
Boyd with the bucket.
I like the timeout. He's not happy with the effort.
We talked about it a little bit earlier, getting a little complacent.
Right.
I'm not going to be critical of the Rams,
it's tough to beat.
They're not at the same intensity level they were earlier.
No, they're not chasing the boards as hard. They're not contesting shots on defense quite as hard. The ball is kind of stagnating. A lot of one-on-one play early in the third quarter.
And, you know, you have to think the reason for that, a 29-point lead for the Rams.
Right, when you don't have to get an immediate consequence for a mistake, it's like spanking your kid next week for reaching in the cookie jar.
Carter Lockhart checks in for the Rams. Ryder Zanin checks in. That's a freshman and a junior. Carr will inbound the ball. Into Lockhart, back to Carr. He's going to walk it up. Deuce. Into Zanin, down low, double team, back out on top. Lockhart for three, yes.
Yeah, I really feel like before this tournament is over with, that kid is going to have a major impact in one or two games.
His first bucket of the game is a 3-50.
Well, freshman mistake.
Stepped out of bounds. Game 53.
Line slid across.
If that hadn't been over and back, it would have had to been.
Few fouls called.
It's a good game.
Yes, it's true. So true.
On the baseline, up down low. Is on Colt Ness, his first.
Okay, well here's the first sign of the way.
And with 7 left to go in the third, 5 new players in the game for the Tigers.
And boy, they are small.
Yikes.
Coach Blue does not follow suit.
The guy guarding Ryder Zanin is about half his size. Pass goes out of bounds off the Rams.
Carter will learn those angles, just better decisions on the angles and using his ball fakes to try and enter to a big guy. It's a lost skill. There's so little low post play. It's a lost skill, low post entry.
In the corner for three, doesn't go. Nicholson the rebound, quickly ahead.
Nice flash.
Nicholson spins inside, lays it up, fouled.
He reminds me a lot of Marley Zeller. Without the quantity of three-point shooting.
Marley's at Pepperdine or someplace like that now?
He's in either Pepperdine or LMU. I can't remember where he ended up.
Yeah, one of those.
He started at Pepperdine, and then Romar didn't return, and I think he switched to LMU.
Okay. Nicholson misses the first. He has 5 in the game.
Going to force me to go to my computer here, Dave, and see. I'd like to see how he's doing. I hadn't thought about it.
And missed them both. People don't even bother to call that thing a phone anymore now that it's a computer.
No, it's a computer. I don't even talk on it. I try never.
Way outside. Oh, hit a big three that time.
Yeah, he's at LMU. Marley Zeller is.
That was Miles Ott to hit that three, a steal.
That's 3 quick turnovers for Carter.
Up and in.
They've closed the gap to 24.
The lead that was 35 is now 24. Down the lane, jump ball. Possession's going to go to the Rams, but you're right. They've cut the lead. It's 55-31. Tigers have outscored the Rams here 20-9 in the third.
You love Carter Lockhart's lack of fear.
Ball in. Zanin inside, puts it up short, fouled. Foul is on Ott, his first.
Ryder Zanin shooting 2.
Zanin shooting 2, doesn't go. Rams have struggled at the line tonight.
Yeah, they just haven't looked very fluid. Zeller did not play this year.
Zanin hits a free throw. He's got 3 in the game. 56-31. Miller quickly ahead to Lockhart inside. Oh, double dribbled, traveled.
He has struggled the last 5 minutes.
You know, dribbled into a spin move, stopped, and then dribbled again.
You just, sometimes when you're a young player, you just go faster than you need to. He can slow down and make every play he's trying to make with a lot less difficulty factor.
Long
out of the lineup all the time.
Nicholson in the third quarter outscored Central 20. Well, that's a lot of cheerleaders.
Yeah. Is that the cheerleaders in the song?
46-11. For the Rams, 16 for Carr, 6 for Long, 16 for Pichelle, 3 for Carter Lockhart, 6 for Donovan Miller, 7 for Nicholson, and 3 for Ryder Zanin. Again, the winner of this game will get the winner of Mountainside and Grant, Metro League team and a PIL team.
Number 10, Letty Barron in for the Rams.
Letty Barron checks in for the Rams.
Yeah, all the starters but one off the floor now. Only Donovan Mitchell still on the floor.
Dishes it out in the corner.
Nice closeout.
Traveled.
Landon Kelsey, great job of closing out in the corner there.
Landon Kelsey also.
Chihei on the travel. Barron inbounds the ball to Lockhart.
We got the Tigard starters back in the game.
Zanin down
Nice
low,
shot.
underneath, dishes it off, Landon Kelsey. Kelsey's first bucket in the game. 60-31. Way outside, no. Bounces around, rebound, tipped around inside. Lockhart with the rebound. Lockhart knows his way around for a freshman.
Yeah, he's not rattled that he's made some.
Burke pulls it back, puts a shot up, doesn't go, tipped around inside. Lockhart with the rebound
Nice
underneath.
pass.
Kelsey misses the layup. Rams back underneath, turn around, dished off underneath, up and in. Morales with the bucket. He has 4 in the game now. Miller lobs to Ryder Zanin. Down low. Miller in the corner for 3. No, air ball. Kelsey steals it away. Back to Miller. Ryder Zanin down low. Spins. Still down low and knocked way out of bounds. It'll be Rams ball.
Yeah, you might get 2 dribbles. Occasionally you get 3. You're never going to get 4.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Lockhart inbound. In the corner, no, tipped around again. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Tigard. Rams will get the ball again. 6:10 left to go in the game, 60-33. Lockhart. Dishes off. Back to Kelsey. Lockhart for 3, yes.
No conscience.
6 in the game for Lockhart on 2 3-pointers.
Nice team.
Lead back up to 30, 63-33.
Ness is crafty. That's a tough defensive matchup for anybody. Lockhart's good.
Pull up, short, rebound Barron. Another pull up 3, yes! Lockhart comes back to back on the 3s. He's got 9.
What did I tell you? Zero fear in that kid's game, and he's a little more composed with his attack right now. Simplify the game, things happen better.
66-33. Couple of missed shots. And Barron stepped out of bounds on the rebound.
I don't want to tell you again, Dave, but Luddy's my cousin.
Oh, okay.
That's Ella Barron's from the girls' team's younger brother.
Okay. I think Ella's a senior, right?
She is. She got honored at senior night.
Knocked away, stolen by Barron. Barron ahead to Lockhart, back to Barron, up and, short, but put back, that doesn't go, tipped around inside.
Dunk.
Donovan Miller in the corner for 3, in and out.
No safety.
All the way down the court, 66-35.
3.
Deuce, short. I'm sorry, Lockhart. That was Carter
Did they
Lockhart.
call a foul on that?
Denver Tigers, number 21, Seth Johnson.
He got clubbed on that. How does he not call that?
Big stick puncher.
Yeah, I called the block shot. Okay.
It's Rams ball.
Yeah, he either had to call a foul or a block shot on that 3-point attempt.
I think that's what the call was. Block shot and went out of bounds, right?
Yeah.
From the corner, Lockhart for 3. Oh my
Found
goodness.
it.
12 in the game for Lockhart on 4 made 3-pointers.
And here comes the rest of the Ram bench.
Help has arrived. Quickly ahead to Miller. Miller got a big step that time. Ryder Zanin inside, spins around. Hook shot doesn't go. Rebound Tigers.
Well, that kid is quick. That Ness kid he'd be a great Ram.
Knocked away, ahead, Lockhart, underneath, lays it up and in. You know, if this keeps up, he's going to be the leading scorer in the game.
I was going to say.
He's got 14, and Carr and Paschal have 16. 71-35, 36-point lead.
It's a subtle thing, but there's a tribute to what Coach Blue has, as he's gotten more experience with this group. He keeps his kids on the floor, let him play his way through the stage.
You know, just a minute we were talking ago that Tigard had cut the lead down to 27.
Right.
The lead now is the biggest it's ever been at 36.
You're making me add. I'm staring at the scoreboard trying to add it up, Dave. Thank you for the help.
Inside, whistle and a foul on the Rams.
Is that a really fast timeout?
Wow.
Barely got a sentence out and they're back in action.
Elijah Griffith in the game now, and also Jaco Rivers. So everybody's played for the Rams.
Jack Davis at the line.
Second shot on the way, it goes. First points in the game for Jack Davis. 71-36. Ball knocked away and out of bounds off of Tigard. Rams will inbound the ball with 2:35 to go.
Tigard's head coach has been very stoic. He stood pretty much in the same position all night.
You know, I forgot, we've got a running clock going.
Oh, wow. I didn't even, now
Just-
what, 35?
Yeah, it just started when the lead got above 35.
Oh, got him.
Rams with the ball, stepped out of bounds. Leo Onashenko in the game. Forgot, Leo is 6'7".
Sophomore, right?
I think, no, he's a freshman. For three, way outside, up, stuck. Rams ball. Stuck between the glass and the rim.
Boy.
1:34 left to go.
Come on, boys, get some shots up. You
Loses the ball, picks it back up.
can't get it out of his hands.
Way outside.
Buddy.
Works inside, lays it up, and fouled. Barron on the dribble drive, fouled.
All right, lady, let's knock one down. Oh, they stopped the clock on free throws. That's nice.
First, team first. Bloody Barron, shooting two.
Barron at the line. First shot, got it. Luddy's got his name on the board.
Kevin Laird in for Tigard.
Kevin Laird checks back in for Tigard. 1:11 left to go in the game. Barron at the line. Got them both.
Barron with the pair.
From the side, turnaround jump shot.
Like to see somebody who doesn't play get a bucket. Last game of the season.
Connor Riley hits a bucket for three. 73-39. Underneath, knocked away. Tigard on the breakaway. Misses the shot. Rebound.
Nice outlet.
Way ahead, underneath. Drives inside, puts it up. Doesn't go. Rebound and put back. That doesn't go. Whistle and a foul.
Calls on Tigard. Calls number 22, Trevin Laird. His second. Team second. Leo Onashenko shooting two.
Leo Onashenko at the line, shooting two. On the way, no, doesn't go. Yeah, Leo, a freshman.
God's great experience getting him into a playoff game. Two freshmen out there.
I remember talking to him earlier in the year, and he had had a foot maybe an ankle injury or whatever, and wasn't playing for a while. So good to see him back in the lineup. Way outside.
All right. Look, all the Tigard fans gave him something to cheer about.
74-42.
That's going to do it, I think, David.
Counting the clock down, 7 seconds. Clock talking is off, so Rams can just dribble it out, and they're going to. There's the horn. Our final score here. Central Catholic 72, Tigard, or 74, Tigard 42. Let me give you the scoring quarter by quarter in the Rams win. Rams led at the end of one, 18-9. They outscored Tigard in maybe the best second quarter I've ever seen. 28-2, led 46-11. Tigard came out, start second half, and outscored the Rams in the third, 30-12. 20-12. It was 58-31, and Rams won the fourth, 14-11. So Rams were outscored by Tigard in the second half, 31-26. Let me give you the individual scoring. We'll start with Tigard. Ollie Jones with 2, Hudson Boyd with 2, Colton Ness with 11, 2 3-pointers. Ivan Morales with 4 for Owen Wright, 5 for Connor Riley, 4 for Jack Davis, 3 for Miles Ott, 2 for Seth Johnson, and 5 for Seehee. So Colton Ness with 11, no other Tiger with more than 5.
Wow.
Here's the scoring for the Central Catholic Rams. Carr was 16, 14 in the first half. Robbie Long was 6, all in the first half. Deuce Pichelle was 16, 14 in the first half. Carter Lockhart with 14, all in the second half, including 4 3-pointers. Kelsey with 2, Letty Barron with 2 free throws, 1 for Onashenko at the free throw line, 6 for Donovan Miller on 2 3-pointers, 7 for Nicholson, 3 for Ryder Zanin. So 16 for Carr, 16 for Pichelle, 14 for Carter Lockhart, 6 each for Robbie Long and Donovan Miller, and 7 for Jalen Nicholson.
Yeah, I tell you, the Rams looked very, very good. Tigard was not able to be a real formidable opponent, but Central is going to get challenged each and every round from here forward.
For the season now, the records for the season, Tigard 11-14, the Rams 18-7. Rams will advance to the second round of the playoff. They will play Saturday. You can go to the OSAA website or go to our website or Grant. And then the winner of that game, of course, will advance as one of the C bracket teams at the state tournament at the Child Center.
I mean, Central doesn't have an easy bracket, but I mean, I think that they're the class of the field still. So,
well, I'm thinking that maybe at the Child Center, by the time we get there, we might be looking at a Rams-Nelson matchup.
Yeah, boy, and I'm telling you, those two play each other tough.
All right, people want to thank Central Catholic High School for their hospitality, both head coaches. Stu Bailey, the coach at Tigard. By the way, Stu told me he's been at Tigard 29 years, but this is his first year as the head coach. So,
wow.
And of course, David Blue, the head coach at Central Catholic. Our crew tonight, Deshaun on the camera, Alva, our engineer, our producer, Ryan John, Michael Abraham. Michael, any final thoughts?
Just what I said, David. I really think that Central has peaked at the right time. They've got all their best players playing well. They've recovered from the loss of Bam Paschal, and I think they're steeled and ready for the tournament.
All right, I want to remind you, we're Oregon Sports Beat. Go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com. We have our information up. We'll have the information about Saturday's game. I'm not sure what the time will be on that game. It might be a little bit earlier, so check that out. Come back and catch us again on Saturday afternoon, the Rams, and either Mountainside or Grant. Rams have a history with Mountainside. They've beaten the Rams in the playoffs before, so that'll be a great game. Last year, the Rams did beat them on their way to the state championship. I'm Dave Hall from Central Catholic High School. First round action, Oregon 6A boys basketball tournament. Rams on the way to defending that state championship. Our final score, Central Catholic 74, Tigard 42. Good night, everybody.